blessed evening. Having a blessed evening. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Hope everyone's having a blessed evening. I am having a blessed evening. So I'm back with another good one. I'm back with another good one. You know, this topic is real needed deeply. I have to address certain things that's going on YouTube and outside of YouTube. On YouTube, outside of YouTube, on a lot of these major platforms, right? And I'm not here to be disrespectful in any type of way. Okay? I'm here to encourage us. I'm here to give knowledge, wisdom, understanding, right? From a spiritual eye. This is what I'm here for. I. Right? So, the topic is stop lying. Stop lying. And I'm not talking about any particular lie, right? I'm talking about lying about knowledge that you don't have, that you say that you have. And lying about things that you have not heard, that you have not encountered. Right? This is really, really important. And I know it to be a lie because I have read a lot of books. I have studied a lot. I've been in the spiritual realm for a very, 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 very long time. Right? And I've been here, and it seems like I'm an elder here, but I'm a young elder in the spiritual realm because the Creator blessed me with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, with experience, right? From a spiritual sense, right? I'm the interpreter. Let's break down this. Let's break down, right? A lot of our elders that have knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and experience, and been around way before me, right? The knowledge and understanding and the wisdom that I am speaking from a spiritual realm, they never heard this. A lot of things was said. First and foremost, a lot of elders, a lot of people that's on these major platforms are still talking that we came and changed, that we came from Africa and changed and slaves. That's first and foremost. Nobody never ever talk about the West. They never talk about the West and went into depth like I went into depth with the help of the Alpha Omega, the Creator, and everything in existence. They didn't talk about that. You have not heard that. I have not heard that on none of these platforms and none of the books. First and foremost, all of the elders, right, and all of our archaeologists, all of our scientists in chemistry, right, all of our historians, based on knowledge, wisdom, and understanding and history, always talked about we are black and African American. Right then and there, that tells you right there, that is a big no-no. That is a big no-no. We are not black. We are not Moors. We are not Egyptian. We are none of those titles. We are own civilization over here in the West, in the West. We are own civilization. And our civilization never talk. We don't have a language. We never talk without our mouth. We never wrote anything down. That was forbidden for us to do these things in our civilization, to protect our identity, to protect ourselves, right? And to protect our civilization where we dwell at, which is inside the earth, in the earth. Our pyramids and our existence and our civilization is in the earth. It's outside of the earth too, but most of our civilization was in the earth. Because we know and understand that we are part of our creation, right? And no beginning and no end is the earth. So the earth, inside the earth, we build our homes, our institutions, our chambers, and everything else in the earth. Do you understand that? I want you to understand this, man. And I know that a lot of people don't understand this because it's from the spiritual realm. Because everything, all the books and all the knowledge is predicting that we built pyramids and that we built this, we built that. No, we taught those how to build pyramid. We taught them how to use telekinesis. We taught them, and we also taught them told them do not, under no circumstances, to display pyramids in your civilization upon the earth. Do not use these powers and gifts that the Creator blessed upon us to be displayed amongst all people. Do not do that, because it's going to bring you pain and suffering, and you're going to start to do things that you're not supposed to do. Nobody wants to listen. Being that nobody wants to listen, right? They was debased and destroyed. They no longer here now. The only thing that you see is hieroglyphics and everything else that's on the pyramids, that's on the walls and everything else. And then the earth built on top of them. Do you understand that? I want you to understand this. I want you to understand this. And no disrespect to the Africans and the Egyptians and all of these civilizations, because these are the civilizations. But over here in the West, right? These are able lands. Canada, America, Mexico, and North America. These are able lands. We never had no borders. We never had no physical borders. Do you understand that? That separate us. We always was one because we come from one. We come from the Alpha Omega, the creating everything in existence. I had to get that out. You never heard these certain things before. You heard some of it, but the spiritual insight and the spiritual knowledge, you never heard this before. For example, you never heard the in-depth story of Cain and Abel. You did not know. And I'm talking about Cain and descendants. I'm talking about white people. And I'm talking about the indigenous people. I'm talking about the melanated people. Yes, I'm talking about your guys. You never heard that Canaan got his spirit snatched from his body. His spirit snatched from his body. His spirit snatched from his body, and the melanin got snatched from his body, from his eyes and everything, and turned snow white and was debased and said, "Be ye ape, be ye ape, be ye ape." Dumb, deaf, and blind, you will not turn to the righteous path and the right path of the up that God right one. That's an actual true fact, because Abel warned Canaan, if you kill me and you put your hands on me, you're going to become a lost one. Because everything in creation cursed Canaan for killing Abel. Abel was about to get everybody back up. He's about to get back up his mother, Eve. He's about to get back his father up, Adam. And he was going to take Cain. But he did not know Canaan was learning from this entity. To the white people, I'm going to keep it real with you. To the white people, that is not your fault that Canaan backdoored Abel. It's not your fault. That's not your fault that your spirit and that your melanin got snatched from you, right? And your body became white. That is Canaan. Canaan is your descendant. Canaan is melanin. Canaan is melanin, right? And you are our cousins. That's an actual true fact. I don't care what anybody say. So you can stop digging. You can stop digging and looking for your lineage and look at where you come from. Your original form is melanated people. But being that you killed your brother, right, and you wasn't jacking his ways and actions of spirituality and actually getting back to the Alpha Omega, the creating everything existing, and that you was basically learning from this entity The Creator told you, do not learn from this entity. Do not take him as your friend. He's a chief deceiver. He is evil. He's evil. He got your parents out of the garden. He got your mother out of the garden. He got himself out of the garden. He did this way before you was born. The Creator warned all of them, but Canaan didn't want to listen. And the reason why this entity did that, backdoor Canaan, right? He didn't tell him that the Creator was going to snatch the melanin from him, right? And was going to snatch his spirit. Remember, the spirit is the Alpha Omega, the Almighty, and the Alpha Omega is the spirit, but with limitation. He duplicated himself and breathed into mankind, right? A piece of his everlasting existence. It's an actual true fact. You did not hear that. You heard bits and pieces about it, right? About the gods and earth saying that we are him, we are the Alpha Omega, but they could not go into depth. Like I'm telling you this right now. I'm telling you this right now. This is the actual true fact. And to give this story is amazing. You are not the devil. You are not the devil. I'm telling you that right now. You are not the devil. Stop taking this entity as your friend. Stop taking him, right, as your seer advisor. He's diluting you. I'm telling you, this is an actual true fact. Cousin, brother, yes. You derive from melanin. People. You have a soul, but you don't have a spirit. You have a soul, but you don't have a spirit. This entity doesn't have a spirit, but it has a soul. But it does not mean that you are one. No, that is force. That is force. You have free will, right? You have free will to believe or disbelieve. Believe or disbelieve. The only thing that you don't have is the melanin, right? And you don't have the spirit, which this entity backdoored you. You want to be mad at, don't be mad at us. We able descendants. Be mad at this entity that you've been worshiping and listening to. He's been lying to you, telling you that he's going to get you to another planet and to blow this planet up and destroy this planet. Destroy the earth, destroy the water, destroy the birds and bees, destroy everything. He's been lying to you. I'm telling you that he's been lying to you. So, for example, all of the people, set aside that the people you have not heard that. That's why the elders are watching me, because the elders been speaking knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And a lot of these elders are doctors. They've been speaking knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, but they did not go into depth, into spirituality, spiritual existence, the spiritual realm, because the Creator has not gave them access. Look, few are called, but many are chosen. You understand that? Few are called, but many are chosen. Meaning that you have the ability to bark on spirituality, but only a few is chosen. Only a few is chosen. Do you understand who we are? Yo, I was talking to somebody, right? And I was breaking it down that we was created for justice and balance upon the earth, to keep this earth and everything in existence, right? Whether physically, spiritually, with justice and balance. That's why we was created. And also to teach the angels to take control, right? To live with teachings and guidance and knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. That's why he created us. That's why he dated this melanin. You know why our melanin is still here? Our melanin is still here because Abel. It's because of Abel. So anytime that you think, say peace and blessings be upon Abel. Say peace and blessings be upon Abel, because if it wasn't for Abel, no human being would ever be in existence. Do you hear that? No human being will ever be in existence. I don't care who you are. We are the first, able descendants, the first. Yes, we derived from Adam and Eve. Yes. But who stood on business and didn't backdoor the Creator was Abel. Adam backdoored the Creator, peace and blessing be upon him. Eve backdoored the Creator, peace and blessing be upon her. And Cain backdoored the Creator. In this entity, the entity that you can't see with your eye, backdoored the Creator. The only one stood there was Abel, and we are Abel descendants. So that's not our fault that our melanin didn't get snatched away from us, and that we still got our spirit, which is connected to the Alpha Omega, the Creator and everything existing. We are Him and He is us, but with limitation. He also took away our telekinesis. He took that away because we kept abusing it and disrespected Him, and abusing it and disrespected Him, and abused it and disrespected Him. You understand what I'm saying? So, for example, when people came over to take our land, when they came to take our land, they had to beat us to talk. They beat us to talk and write. They beat us to talk and write. They beat us to talk and write. Because we didn't talk and we didn't write. We didn't speak. It was forbidden for our civilization. This is why to this day we don't have a language. We don't supposed to have a language. We don't supposed to be speaking. We don't supposed to be talking. Because talking and speaking, people will know your moves. This is why it was forbidden in our civilization. Because we talk telepathically to one another. So what they had to do, they had to create drugs. They had to create cocaine. They had to do all of this stuff. Fentanyl, all of this stuff to keep you dumb, deaf, and blind so you cannot tap in and communicate with one another. That's why. That's why. And you heard this first. You heard this first on my channel. All I'm asking to give me a shout out. But it's okay because you know why? You don't have to give me a shout out. The Alpha Omega, the Creator and everything existing is already blessing me in this life and in the next. This life and in the next. And He's blessing you in this life and the next. You just got to get in tune with yourself, brother. What's up, Kev? How you doing? What's up, Mark? Kev, how you doing, man? Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. So this is really, really important. You welcome, brother. You welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. Yes. So these things right here on this platform started here because I get my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from the Alpha Omega, the Creator and everything existing. This ain't no cap. I'm not doing this for no money. I don't want your money. I don't want your Cash App. Most of everybody on these platforms, they got their Cash App up. They got their Zells up. They got their PayPal up. They got their Google Pay up. They got their Apple Pay up. They got everything paid up. Knowledge and wisdom and experience is free. You don't pay nobody for that. You get paid in this life and the next. Get paid for that. Do you understand that? The Creator already blessing us. We are already a blessed people in this life and in the next. And all the way to the end of time, we are blessed. Able descendants, that's who you are. That's why we don't have a language. The brothers was like, yo, how can we get a language? Sign language is our language. They already took that. So the only way to deal with things and the only way to build and destroy with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is telepathically to connect with each other. So we can build. So we can build that chain. We can strengthen it. It's weak right now, but we can do it. And then after that, we can transcend our spirit outside of our body. Because at one particular time, we used to do that. He gave us that ability. He gave us that ability. And that's why Canaan, his spirit got snatched out of his body. Because the soul It's not the spirit. The spirit is the one that spirit travel, not the soul. Not the soul. You understand that? The animals got a soul. Birds got a soul. Water got a soul. This entity got a soul. Canaan has a soul. The trees have a soul. The clouds have a soul. The earth has a soul. The stars have a soul. The sun has a soul. Everything has a soul. Everything don't have a spirit. And the spirit is the Almighty, and the Almighty is that, but with limitation. He duplicated himself. This is the first time you hearing this. There's someone that could really get in and talk to you to build, destroy, and build the foundation so that we can get to the next life and existence. Do you understand that? Before you was in this physical form, we was in spiritual form, and spirituality is the foundation. It is the foundation to us. We are spiritual beings that's cloaked with this beginning and end physical world, so that we can take care of the earth, so that we can take care of the sun, the moon, and stars, because all of these living creatures, because they are creations of him, and they talk, so that we can talk to them and go into them and make sure that they are dealing with justice and balance and take care of them. Yes, we used to go into the sun. You didn't know that? Listen, the sun is melanin. It produces melanin at its highest form. That sun. Our eyes, we can look up and look at the sun, and the sun will not destroy our eyes. But with everybody else, with those eyes, the sun will destroy their eyes. This is an actual fact, brother. And our elders, I know this information and getting out to them. If I was saying the wrong things up here and I was capping for light shares and squads, right cameras and actions, fame, form to the riches, they would have been checked me. They would have been checked me, the elders. They are hearing things that they never heard before. So, the certain blind spots that's in their knowledge and wisdom and understanding is filling it in. They listening to me because they know I'm standing on business. I'm standing on loyalty. I'm standing on honesty. And I'm standing on not lying to none of us, because we are the descendants. I don't have to lie for what? There's nothing to lie about. For what? This is true knowledge from a spiritual realm that you may not have no knowledge of. You may not know that. He does not give everybody that access to spiritual knowledge and spiritual information. Let me tell you something. Even the white people, they didn't know where they come from. They've been searching and digging, and actually know where they come from. When I told that story, a lot of that subsided them, because they did not know. They didn't have the knowledge, wisdom, understanding. And we didn't have the knowledge, understanding. I did not have the knowledge, wisdom, understanding to be actual true fact. It was blessed upon me to share with you. Yes. So I'm going to share with you as much as I can. As much as I can, with the permission of the Alpha Omega, the Creator, and everything existed, the Almighty. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for blessing me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So stop lying. Stop lying about knowledge that you don't have, that you say that you have. Stop lying, because I can tell. I deal with spirituality. I don't deal with the false narrative. I don't deal with the falsehood. I stand on business and truth and loyalty to the Alpha, Omega, the Creator, and everything existing. The true creator of everything in existence. I stand on that. And I would die for that. That's an actual fact. It's an actual fact. And you should feel the same. So stop lying. Stop lying. Because everybody was saying that we black, and that we African American, and that we came from over a boat for the land and slave trade. No, we not. We been in this land. Way before the flood and after the flood. We was here already. We are ancient, ancient, ancient. We are not from Africa. That's a different whole civilization than us. Different, different, different. If you want to know who our tribes, it's Canada, America, Mexico, and North America. We are the same. Those are able descendants. These are able descendants because if you look on the map, it's all together. Our pyramids stretch all the way from North America all the way to Canada. Our pyramids. That's an actual true fact. But throughout the years, it's been built upon because of the earth. There's nobody there to maintain it no more. There's nobody to maintain it. So if you don't maintain it, the earth built on top of it. The earth built on top of it with water, earthquakes and stuff like that. There's nobody to maintain it no more. So our passageway has been cut off and built upon the earth. Because during that time, all of our elders was murdered and killed off. There was nobody there to teach us. There was only children. So they had to change the narrative. They had to change the narrative and be writing and speaking in English and everything else in you. It wasn't that you learned how to read and write, that they beat and killed you. No, they beat and killed you because they wanted you to change the narrative. They wanted you to get away from telekinesis and telepathically talk to one another in a sign language. They wanted that all dead and gone and take us, right? Because being that our physical bodies are connected with the sun and moon and stars and the earth and everything, that's to keep the earth going. We have the ability, the melanin have the ability, right? Because the earth talked to us and we talk to the earth, telepathically speaking to her. Do you understand that? I want you to understand that. Be more deeper than what these individuals say. And I'm just going to stay right there and leave it right there. I'm not going to keep going on, because I got more stuff to tell y'all. And we're going to be here for a very long time with the will and the help of the Alpha Omega, the creator, everything existing. The interpreters here. I'm here now. I'm not going to allow nobody to misuse us, misinform us, and lie to us. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. If I see it, I'm going to check you. This is an actual fact. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm so happy that you are here. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. I'm really happy that you're here. So please like and share and subscribe and get this information out. This is dope content. Ain't nobody giving it up like this. And you're not going to find this information now. Now you probably found it. Now you probably find it on these major platforms, but it wasn't here before because I also talked to the elders and I talked to people. They said they did not know that. Like the ISIS papers saying that the black man got caught going to the North Pole, so his melanin and everything changed. No, that was all wrong. These books give good information, but the elders didn't know. They didn't know. So we want to give them their flowers because they did what they're supposed to do at their time. Now, we have to further this time to get us to the next level. Mind, body, and soul. Spirituality. Peace, y'all. Peace.